Hi, my name is Gabriel with WP Business Plugins, and in this specific video we're going to demonstrate how you can output company logo types in order to communicate trust to your visitors. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a list here, putting company logo types like this. You can see I have a placeholder here. So we're going to add the logo types to the database, and then we're going to put the output here so it stays current on the front page. So we'll start by going to dashboard, and our customer logo type list is located here. And if we press this, you can see that we get to the customer logos, and there's nothing in there right now. So what I've done is I've created a bunch of fake company customer logos, or rather a bunch of fake company logos. I'm now going to add them to the database, and then I'm going to display them on the website. So we'll start by adding a customer logo. You can see that we're met with the add dialog for customer logo. It's fairly straightforward and easy. All you need to do is to put the name of the company here, the company website URL here. If they have something, you don't have to put it here. And then the company logo. So we're going to start by adding an image. Upload files, go to our sheet material here, company logo types. We'll add the all decoration logo. We'll add that. Great, upload it. We'll type all decoration. And for the sake of it, we'll put an URL in here, but we'll put our WP Business Plugins URL. So this is just for demonstrational purposes. But yeah, okay, so that's basically it. You add a name, you add a URL if you want to, and then you add a company logo. You can go ahead and publish this now. And we'll press all the customer logos, and we can see that it's up here now. So we'll go ahead and add the other ones as well. Okay, so now we've added all of the customer logo types. Great. Now we want to do is we want to add this to the website. We want to add it here, and also, which I forgot to mention last time around, we want to go to any of these pages really, and we'll look in the sidebar here, and we're going to by a widget add companies we've worked with here animated. So there will be an animation here, and the company logos will slide in and out like these two, but company logos. We go back to the start page. Scroll down, and this is what we're going to add here first. So we'll go ahead. In order to do this, we'll have to go to the start page. Okay, so once inside the edit dialog of the start page, let's scroll down and find our placeholder. And it's here. Well-known companies house painters have done business with. Put images here. Yes, I will. We'll select all of that. We'll delete that, and we'll put alignment to left. And we'll click the Local Business Superpack button, our favorite button. We'll go to Customer Logos. We'll click Inline. Okay, and we're met with a configuration dialog. I'll just go through and configure this and explain as I go along. So first off, what height do you want the logos to have? Now this, you can experiment with this in order to make it look as good as possible, but I find that the general good setting is 50. They'll force all of the images to be 50 pixels high unless they're actually less in height. Do we want to get random logos? No, we don't currently. How many do we want to print? Well, we want to print all of them. How many do we want to print per row? Well, let's print 5 per row. Do you want the names of the companies under the logos? No, but if you turn this on, every logo will be printed with the name under. And do you want images and text to link to the company websites? So for all of the customer logos that you've registered a URL for, if you enable this, they will link to the company website. I'm not going to use any of that. We're just going to demonstrate here. So I'll be satisfied with this configuration, and I'll press OK. And you can see that it pastes the shortcode. And we'll click Preview. This page loads. I will scroll down, and you can see our list here of company logos. Admittedly, the company logos aren't that beautiful. I just made them up kind of to have something to put in here that wasn't, protected by trademark or whatever. So a general tip for this when you do this yourself If you're a bit handy with images and stuff like that, make sure that all of the images are centered and roughly the same size. So you can see here that these are a bit different in size to these, and they have a different form kind of. If I were to do this for real on a real company website, I would take the logos, I would put them in an image edit program, and I would make sure that the image itself is roughly the same size for all of these, and I would try to make them look about as big. But the plugin tries to automatically correct for this, as you can see here. It puts everything on the same line and then resizes everything. But that is basically it for this. Now the next thing we're going to do is, if we go to the testimonials here just to show, we're going to add the company logo types here, animated. And in order to do that, we'll go to edit page. We're actually going to save our start page here because we're finished with that editing. We'll go ahead and press dashboard here just to get back to the original view. And in order to add widgets, we'll have to go to the appearance widget section. And you can see here that inside the widget sections, there's a widget available for every single component of the actual plugin. And we can see that we have our placeholder here in the primary sidebar, companies we've worked with. So I'll go ahead and open that, and I'll go ahead and delete this. And instead, I'll take this customer logos widget and I'll drop it there. And I'll type the title again, companies we've worked with. Okay, and here's another one of those configuration dialogues. It's pretty much self-explanatory, and it's pretty much the same as the one we just used. I am going to select the style here, and I am going to select animation because we want it animated there. I am going to go through this amount of customer company logos to print. Well, we want to print all of them, leave this empty. So we want to print all of them. How high do we want these to be? Well, we'll put these at 50 as well, actually. All right, it's only applicable if we select inline as display. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. It's going to print it the same size anyway. Okay, do we want to display random logos? No, we don't. We'll leave it at that. How many do you want per row? It's not applicable here either, as we're in the animation style. So we don't have to worry about that. Do we want to show names, or do we want to create links? No, we don't. Actually, we'll show the names only to show how the output looks. Okay, so when we press save here, like this, and we go back to our main page, and we update it. Scroll up, we can see that we have our animation here. And it flips the images in and out. Shows this widget as well. Yay, so that works as intended. So that'll be the bulk of this video actually. I'll also show you that you can configure, like everything else in this plugin, you can configure most of how the output looks through this. So if you go to Local Business Superpack and you go to the customer logotype list tab, you can see various options for the output here. And especially options for the actual animation here, so you can choose to not show the page widget, for example, which I usually like to turn off because that looks a bit better. I also usually like to turn off, or rather I like to have this a bit higher so you can actually, it's pretty, I find it pretty annoying when you, there's sliders. I find sliders annoying in general when they have, the pause is too short. But okay, so we'll update here. And yeah, so this is much better. Now it looks like it's just listed here. I would like to remove this as well, but I'm not going to do that in this video. You know how to do that. So it scrolls in and out like this. Great, that's just how I want it. So thank you very much for watching this video. And go ahead and experiment yourself with the settings in the customer logotype list tab inside of the settings section. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you very much.